Have you ever seen millions of fish raised in rice fields? This unique agricultural model has actually been applied for centuries in the Asian region. It is also extremely efficient as it can produce tons of fish each year, while also increasing the yield and production of rice grown in the fields. So how does this unique combination model work? Let's find out now. Unique. How do farmers combine raising tons of fish in rice fields? Countries with developed rice farming such as China, India, Japan and Southeast Asia are ideal areas for this unique form of integrated livestock farming. This is because they have large fields, water retention and proper drainage systems. Furthermore, farmers cultivate rice varieties that are suitable for the climate that thrive in flooded conditions, as fish are well adapted to flooded areas. The fish commonly raised in rice fields are usually carp and some other types of catfish. To effectively raise fish in the combination with rice cultivation, farmers will build a dike around the edge of the field, about 60 centimeters high, to prevent fish from escaping from the rice field. In addition, they also dig ditches at the edge of the rice field so that fish can survive during the dry season when the water in the field unfortunately dries up. After designing the rice field areas, farmers will pump water into the ditch, but the water will only be half full, and proceed to plant rice, and can add natural manure to increase fertility. When the rice plants start to grow, farmers will release baby fish into the ditch so that they can gradually adapt to the environment. After releasing the fish, the water level in the field will be increased enough for the fish and rice to grow together. During the process of raising fish and growing rice, it is necessary to maintain the water level in the field for 10 to 30 centimeters. The water must be deep enough to raise fish but still have enough conditions for rice to grow. In addition, during the rainy season, farmers need to ensure proper drainage to avoid waterlogging and adjust water levels during rice and fish harvesting. Raising fish in rice fields can save some of the cost of feed, as the fish can eat plankton, insects and weeds. If the fish grows slowly, farmers provide additional feed, but in moderation to avoid degrading water quality. To ensure good growth, farmers also need to monitor the health of the fish to prevent diseases. The care process takes at least 4 to 5 months for the rice to fully develop. When it is time to harvest, farmers will harvest the rice before draining the water in the field to catch fish, or they can also use nets to harvest the fish. Every year, tons of fish are harvested thanks to this unique farming model. Farmers not only harvest food but also increase the economic income thanks to fish farming. The integrated farming method has many advantages and can be developed into a suitable farming model in the future. The rice plants protect the fish from predators by providing shelter for them, and the fish also help to fertilize the rice fields with their droppings. The fish also eat insects that damage the rice plants and allow oxygen to circulate around the plants more efficiently. This type of farming is considered sustainable because it is small scale and does not require the use of chemicals, so it does not harm the local environment. According to agricultural studies, the farming model is really successful and has increased rice yield by 10%. It also provides high quality and protein-rich fish products, which improves the diet of local people. Since farmers grow more rice, they have surplus wealth that can be sold in local markets. So in addition to providing food for people, it also helps increase economic income, improving their quality of life. Currently, the model of fish farming combined with rice farming is still only developed on a small scale and is not really popular, because if not managed well, it can become a challenge because high water levels can damage rice plants and cause waterlogging. Too little water can also stress fish, making them less developed. Therefore, this agricultural model can require more labor in water management and harvesting than monoculture. These challenges make it more difficult to scale up this model. However, if improvements are made, this will certainly be a suitable agricultural model in the future. We have explored how farmers raise fish and grow rice. How do you feel about today's video? Leave your comments below to let us know.
These sea snakes possess extremely terrifying venom, but they cannot avoid being hunted by humans. It's hard to believe, but these reptiles can be processed into delicious dishes. How did the Japanese catch and turn these poisonous snakes into food? If you want to know, watch this video until the end. Scary! How do Japanese people catch and eat poisonous snakes? Sea snakes mainly live in the warm tropical waters of the Indian Ocean and Western Pacific Ocean. They are often found in shallow seas where coral reefs are located. Most of the time, sea snakes live underwater because they adapt very well to this environment. However, they also often have to rise to the surface to breathe. Adult sea snakes can be about 120 to 150 centimeters long. Their tails are shaped like oars, so they swim underwater very quickly. Sea snakes are considered gentle and they only attack when they feel threatened. The venom of sea snakes is 10 times stronger than that of rattlesnakes, so they are really dangerous. These women were on their way to the beach to start work. When night falls, their work begins. At this time, sea snakes begin to move towards the shore in search for shelter and drink fresh water. They gathered in caves without knowing the danger lurking. The woman uses a flashlight to search for snakes. As soon as a snake appeared, she quickly headed towards the cave without any protective gear. With just one quick operation, this woman was able to hold the snake in her hand without fear. Snake catching operations are really quick and professional because this is also a profession that helps them make money. Sea snakes are purchased by traders and stored in foam boxes. They really aren't too flexible when moving on land. All of these snakes will be transported for consumption. Many styrofoam boxes are placed here. It can be seen that the number of snakes collected is very large. Snake purchasing activities are bustling, but you also need to be wary of their venom. If you are not careful, you can be bitten by a snake at any time. These fishermen may be familiar with this, so they quickly apply first aid to limit the dangers of snake venom. Sea snakes are a particularly valuable dish in Okinawa, Japan. Every year, hundreds of tons of sea snakes are hunted and consumed, most of which come from Southeast Asian countries such as Thailand and Vietnam. All snake skin, meat, blood, and bile are used for food and medicine purposes. There are many ways to process sea snakes. You can handle them with a cut, thus collecting their blood. Sea snakes are considered to be a food that helps increase vitality, so they are popular with many people. When preparing a snake, just use a knife to make a cut along the length of a snake's abdomen. All internal organs and dirt can be cleaned. You just need to rinse with water. In addition, Japanese people often prepare snakes by boiling water and scraping off the snake's outer scales. The inner leather layer is also fully utilized. Sea snakes can be prepared into many dishes, but sea snake soup is especially famous. After being processed, the snake meat is cut into small pieces and put into the stew pot. The skin is also treated similarly. Snake meat is stewed with vegetables such as carrots, radishes, pork bones, and some other spices. All these elaborate processing steps create a delicious and nutritious snake soup. Pay attention to this green part. That is snake bile. Snake bile can be mixed with wine and drunk directly because they feel it is very good for the health. So today's video ends here. What do you feel about the way the Japanese catch and eat sea snakes? Please comment in the comment section below to let us know. Don't forget, click like, share, and subscribe to support the channel. For now, goodbye and see you again in the next videos.